Hello and good afternoon to you guys. How are you doing this week? Last week I did not do a vocab video because I didn't want to. Today it's different. We will do some vocab, guys. Why? Because it's very, very important, guys. To have a good command of a language, oh, that will change your life. If you have a vocab bigger than most around you, guys, you're gonna have a huge advantage. Absolutely enormous. All right, so while I still have my good buzz going, let's get down to some vocabulary. But first, Asahi. All right, today's is not complicated. It should be easy to remember. POS, pos or pose, means to put or to place. All right, examples would be impose, juxtapose, and superimpose. All right, impose, put. The government imposed new laws because of the pandemic. Curfews. They imposed curfews on people, which make no sense whatsoever. Juxtapose, guys. Juxtapose is to put or to place side by side. All right, you put one item here, you put one item here, you juxtaposed two things side by side. And then we have superimpose. Now, what does that mean, superimpose? Well, juxtapose is side by side. Superimpose is to put something on top of another thing. All right, to put on top, superimpose. Easy, guys? Oh yeah, very easy. What's not easy is studying every day. See, I'm only here on Saturdays for now. You should be studying during the week, guys. 30 minutes. If you can do 1 hour a day, oh man, you'll be so far ahead of the game. It's worth it, guys. It is worth it. Now we're living in an age where there are so many distractions. It's like, wow, just people's cell phones. I like my cell phone very much, but I'm not like glued to it for hours and hours. I use it for information and of course communication and to spread these videos worldwide. All right, so people are not studying these days. They are distracted. Sports, distraction. Music, distraction. Well, we like music though because music, oh, everyone likes music, man. Doesn't matter what culture. Sports, man, unless you're betting on the game, it's not really worth watching. Playing it is good, but watching it, if you have no money to win and you don't know anybody on the team, it's kind of a waste. So, all right. Ten, guys. Ten. Ten means hold on to. If you see 10 in a word, sometimes it means hold on to. For example, if you're a tenant, you're holding on to the apartment. You may not own the apartment, but you're holding on to it. So, if you're a tenant, if you own a lot of apartments, you want to get tenants inside so you can collect that rent money. All right, Ten means hold on to. You have tenure, tenacious, and tenet. Not tenant, tenet. All right, tenure. Tenure is when you hold a position, usually at a university or something, and you can't be fired. I can't be fired, I have tenure. Unless it's like big circumstances, something huge, right? If you do something really bad, then your tenure can be perpetually threatened. So tenure, you're holding on to position, and yeah. Tenacious, guys. Tenacious. It's holding firmly. It's not giving up. Yeah. Tenacious, tenacity, you're not giving up. Keep trying and trying and trying, you're holding on. Tenet is not something it's not something physical that you hold on to. It's an idea, it's a belief. It's a way of thinking. You're holding on to ideas, right? You're holding on to your beliefs. All right, guys. That's the etymology for today. We are going to go for one word that people in the West know, but in Asia they don't know. They probably haven't seen it. And that word is ACME. ACME. In the Bugs Bunny videos, Roadrunner, essentially, yeah, Roadrunner and Coyote, there was an ACME company. So ACME means, in Greek, it's like the peak of a mountain, it's like the highest point. All right, so the ACME company was this ingenious company that made all these cool products, the highest, the best company. So the ACME of his career was being a lawyer or something. That was the highest point. All right, guys. All right. There's our vocab lesson for March, was it the 27th? The 27th. All right, time for a rant. As always, today we'll be talking about cherry blossom season. No, that's boring. Actually, the cherry blossoms are pretty nice, but we're going to talk about something more important. We're going to talk about this lady that wrote this book, The Fountainhead. Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand. The icon, the iconoclast, the individual who had beliefs. Her way of thinking was very different from the hoi polloi. In this book is about architecture. I haven't read it all. Actually, I just got started. I'm only on page 94. So, yeah. At the beginning of the book, it had like a brief outline. Like, this book is pretty old. I think it was written years and years ago, like in the 40s or something like that. I forget, but a long time ago. At the beginning of the book, it mentioned some ideologies, and so one ideology is that man is in a fallen state. You're born, and you're born flawed. You are not great. You're born a piece of crap kind of deal. But you can get better. Ayn Rand's way of thinking was, oh, man was born great. It's like, holy smokes, the things that men can do. When I say man, I'm not being sexist. Man is short for human, okay? Human. Alright, so when man is born, it's like, holy smokes, compared to the rest of the animal kingdom, we can do amazing things. Like, man can make skyscrapers. Man can write poetry. Man can create and create all these great things. We are not flawed. Far from it. Man, human beings are wonderful, or can be. Instead of, you're a piece of garbage, but if you give us money, you could go to a better place, blah, 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 and be forgiven for your sins. It's like, huh? She's like, no way. We are pretty damn good. So, I believe it as well. Sure, there are some pieces of garbage out there that are no good for society, but overall, man, look at New York City, look at Tokyo, look at Osaka, look at all the major cities, man. Beautiful, man, beautiful. All these skyscrapers, we put nature, we tamed nature. The goal of nature is to kill us, right? No doubt about it. Yeah, camping is fun for 3 or 4 days, but you don't want to be camping for a long time. Well, most of us want to be, because nature wants to kill us. It wants to eat us. It wants to make us cold or make us too hot or blah, blah. But we tamed nature, which is why people are pretty damn impressive. Okay, guys? We'll talk to you again soon. Please take care in the meantime. And yeah, next week, guys. I'm looking forward for next week. To next week. Talk to you soon.